It's another day, the sun is shining. Got to know what's going on around you. Wake up, it's the time to motivate your mind. Come with me, let's make this moment brighter. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Come on and wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Hey.
Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise. I'm Anastasia Palacios.
Good morning, TGIF. I'm Philip Simon.
And we're so happy to be with you on this National Pride Day. Before we go any further, we have to send a very special shout out this morning to Bahari, Bahamas. They've got us adorned in all of our independent splendor.
Looking good.
Loving the shirt this year.
I like that.
Thank
I like
you.
that.
A full Bahamas dress with the Bahamas
Spaghetti
prints.
straps and everything,
Spaghetti
man.
straps. No, I can't show all of that on TV this morning. But needless to say, the dress is fabulous.
Yeah.
If you want to see other colors, because they've got this not just in this
Oh, yeah.
print, but in other prints, you can visit them at Bahari Bahamas. They're on Facebook, Instagram, and they actually take online orders as well.
Yeah.
They've got 2 stores in Nassau and 1 in Grand Bahama. So we want you to check out Bahari. Of course, Phil shirts from there with the John Canoe print.
Yeah.
You'll see Godfrey in a minute, and he's wearing a beautiful shirt also. And then we got a fabulous set this morning,
Absolutely.
Phil.
The balloon people did an excellent job. We 45, y'all. 45 years old. The balloon people, actually you can find them on Facebook, the balloon people, and also on Instagram, Balloon People Bahamas. Cecile, those are doing a really good thing.
Excellent thing. I can't wait for everybody to see our second set because up there it's fabulous as
Nice,
well.
nice.
And so I think it just sets the mood for a show that's going to be dynamic and
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah, definitely.
All with this theme of independence.
Yeah, that's right. The Bahamas Independence Secretariat is here to tell us about all the happenings that have happened and what's coming up. Passing Rawson Square this morning, they're already setting up
All
for
the
a very
tents.
big weekend. And of course, the Bahamas Real Estate Association is here. Of course, the budget talks, I mean, it's just the first week of implementation of the new budget, but still some concerns out there, and the Real Estate
Definitely.
Association is here to share some of theirs.
All right, looking forward to all of that. As a part of that, we can't celebrate being Bahamian without celebrating food, of course. And our Bahamas National Culinary Team has graced us again.
Oh, yeah.
They were here before the win.
yeah.
They have won, and so they're back to talk to us about that win. We're excited to see them. Alive is celebrating with us as well. As we celebrate independence, they're celebrating another anniversary. So they turn 2 as we turn 45. And so we're very happy to have Alive in studio with us this morning. And in addition to that, we're going to be having some special musical entertainment. It's summertime, of course, and that means we've got some great music for you.
A wonderful show lined up for you.
Definitely.
But before we can do any of that, we got to see Godfrey sporting his independence shirt. With our
Definitely.
first look at weather at sunrise, the G-Man, Godfrey Burnside.
Weather at sunrise, brought to you by Bahamas First. First in insurance, today, tomorrow.
Thank you, Phil. Good morning, Bahamas. And your first look at weather at sunrise. Thank you, Bahari, for the nice shirt that I have on this morning to celebrating independence. We do have an extending surface trough over the extreme northwest Bahamas. That's going to trigger off a couple of showers and thunderstorms during the daytime hours. But the high pressure is building across the island, so a lovely weekend in store. Weather-wise, but one rule out a short thunderstorm by afternoon. In your weather today, we're looking at partly sunny, hot, and humid, with a chance of a few afternoon showers, even a possible thunderstorm. Your high temperature 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, we're looking at partly cloudy, still a chance of a few late night showers, even a possible thunderstorm. Your low temperature going down to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. And some regional highs and lows across the Caribbean, Barbados 82 and 76. In Jamaica, 85 and 73. In Trinidad, 85 and 75. And the Turks and Caicos Islands, 87 and 76. Across North America, Atlanta, 85 and 71. In Raleigh, 89 and 73. In Miami, 87 and 80. Dallas, Texas, 97 and 80. And Toronto, Canada, 77 and 67. Around the tropics, we have the first hurricane of the 2018 tropical cyclone season that formed last night over the central Atlantic. Hurricane Beryl at 5 a.m. this morning was located near latitude 10.6 degrees north and longitude 45.1 degrees west, about 1,140 miles east-southeast of the Les Antilles. Beryl is moving towards the west at 14 miles per hour. Winds are now at 75 miles per hour with higher gusts. Some slight strength is expected over the next 24 hours, but by late weekend, we expect quick weakening of the system because of upper level shear and dry air ahead of that system. No threat to the Bahamas. And we're also watching a well-defined area of low pressure, and that's midway between the southern United States and Bermuda, is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms. This system over the next 5 days has a 50% chance of development. Elsewhere, tropical storm formation are expected during the next 5 days. In your marine forecast, today those winds are variable at 10 knots or less. Seas less than 3 feet of the northwest Bahamas. East to southeast at 15 knots, sea 3 to 5 feet over the central and southeastern islands. On Saturday, those winds east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet of the northwest Bahamas. Easterly at 15 knots, sea 3 to 5 feet over the central and southeastern islands. Then on Sunday, winds east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet of the northwest Bahamas, continuing easterly but increasing 15 to 20 knots, seas 4 to 6 feet over the central and southeastern islands. Year tides. You can expect a low tide at 17 minutes past 7 this morning. Next high tide at 1:35 this afternoon. Low again this evening at 7:48. Sunset at 2 minutes past 8 this evening. Rises at 6:26. UV index 9. Your water temperature 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Any moon phase last quarter. Your extended look as high built across the islands. A lovely weekend still weather-wise. Lots of sunshine, hot and humid, with a chance of an afternoon shower thunderstorm. The temperature daytime will be in the lower 90s, at nighttime in the upper 70s. That puts a wrap in your phone. Look at weather at sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Phil.
Thank you very much, Godfrey. On July 10th, the Bahamas will be celebrating the Big 4-5. I was told by my mother I was right there in Clifford Park as a baby when we made the big move towards independence. We're very pleased to be joined this morning by the chairman of the Independence Secretariat, the Honorable Mark Humes, and of course, Ms. Antoinette Brown. She's the coordinator of the national events to let us know what's been happening, what's happening right now, and what's about to happen as we celebrate our 45th anniversary. Good morning. Welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having us.
Listen, I'm loving that lapel right there, Mark. But,
Thank you, man.
But Antoinette's kicking it this morning, man. I mean, she's accessorized to the T. To the T.
I'd say this is Miss Bahamas.
Yeah, absolutely.
During the season, she's had it down packed with her colors. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, listen, there's nothing that brings more sense of pride,
Yeah.
as Bahamians when we think about our journey thus far. 45 years is short, relatively speaking, when we're talking about national independence. But for us, I mean, it's a very big deal.
It is, very much
Big
so.
deal.
Very much
Yeah.
so.
So tell us, what's been happening thus far with the celebrations?
Well, we launched May 7th, pretty early with our National Essay Competition and the National Recording Artist Search. Those are two new additions. And then just recently, July 29th, June 29th, we also had our official launch of Independence.
Right.
We just recently got done with the Beat Retreat last week, Saturday, and our command performances Sunday, and our command performances on Monday, July 2nd.
All right.
So now we're gearing up for the second half,
Yeah.
which begins today.
Today.
Yes.
Well, so what's out? I mean, I passed Rawson Square this morning. I mean, they were already setting up. We got the big tents up. What's going to be happening this morning?
Well, the celebration will continue today. They're going to have the National Pride Day, which is a staple every year. They're going to have a walking classroom this year. And so, yes, it's going to be persons from Ministry of Education. They're going to take us on a tour, actually. Not walking tour, but they're going to take us on a tour
Okay, all right.
this today.
All right. And this evening, in fact, for the remainder of the weekend, what are the plans?
Well, in addition to the walk through history tour that's going to take place in Rawson Square today, we also have a lot of entertainment for the young people that are coming out. Charlie the Yellow Bahamian, Scotch Count Band. We have the six finalists from the National Recording Artists, young finalists from the National Recording Artists Search. That'll be performing from 3 o'clock today, and it goes until 8. Saturday morning, bright and early Saturday morning, 6 a.m., we have our National Health Fun Run Walk that starts at Goodman's Bay. Goodman's Bay Saturday morning. And then we head to Clifford Park on Monday afternoon. Monday evening at 8 p.m. for our grand celebrations on Clifford Park.
Well, I tell you what, that's a lot of stuff, Antoinette. For those who are listening who are interested in learning more, obviously this is placed on the website or Facebook.
Yes, it's on our website, which is 45th Bahamian Independence.
Okay.
We're also streaming live on ZNES at znesbahamas.com.
Excellent.
And so persons abroad can stream live to find out about our events. And I also want to mention the Family Islands today.
Yeah.
The Family Islands, they are all having their flag raising ceremonies today as well. And so it's not just here in New Providence, but they're celebrating as well in all of the islands.
I mean, listen, you can't be the Bahamas without the family of islands, right? I mean, with 45 years, the theme is we've come this far by faith. Almost want to make me break out in one of them old celebration tunes, right?
Yes.
But 45 years, I mean, you know, you have younger persons in particular who may not be able to connect as much with what we're talking about when we celebrate our culture. You know, what do you say to those persons who may be of a younger age and really trying to grasp what it is, this thing called Bahamian culture?
Well, you know, I think more so I would say to the ones who came before them, it's our responsibility to teach them.
Okay.
You know, they're looking for the knowledge, and it's our duties, our jobs, to teach them about the 45 years that got us to where we are today. You know, we are their predecessors, and we must, in many ways, leave the legacy of who we are with them.
Absolutely.
So I would give that message more so to the adults than the young ones. Yeah.
Antoinette, I'm gonna close with you and ask you, what does it mean to be Bahamian?
Well, it means to me to be Bahamian, it's a lot of pride. A lot of people like to say that it's the junk in the wild. That is a part, while it is a staple part of us. I like to say that it is the pride in us that make us Bahamian. We want to feel that we belong to this country, the culture, and so to me, Bahamian means just a lot of pride to just be Bahamian.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we start this morning at 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
All
Down
right.
in Ruston Square.
Ruston Square, absolutely great.
Governor General will be there for the flag raising. So we're inviting everybody to come out. You can register for our fun run, walk all day in Ruston Square as well. So come on down and celebrate with us.
Great. Wait a minute, one final question. Is there a price tag for any of these events?
Well, all of the events are free, actually. It's just invitations that we send out. But Fun Run and Walk tomorrow, $15. And let me say that we will have boiled fish.
Uh-oh.
We're going to have tuna and grits,
Uh-oh.
as well as
You better don't have that before.
Johnny cake.
All of that's coming after,
chicken
of course.
sauce.
Yes,
We're going to have
absolutely.
that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that is including a $15 registration.
All right, great, excellent.
And I just want to say, just a little closing to our partners. We want to thank them very much. That's Bahamas Air, another production,
Oh, yeah.
the Hilton, and also Fidelity Bank. So we want to thank them very much for coming on board.
All right, excellent. Listen, thank you very much for joining us,
Thank you
Bahamas
very
at
much.
Sunrise. Looking forward to
Thank
the
you very much,
celebrations.
sir. Thank you.
All right, you're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We're with the Independent Secretary, the Honorable Mark Humes, and of course the National Coordinator, Antoinette Brown. We'll be right back.
Good afternoon. First response. How can I help you?
I've been in an accident on West Bay Street. Can you send someone to help?
Yes, ma'am. A first response team will be there in 15 minutes. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine, but a bit upset.
We're glad you're not hurt. Please, try to relax. Our team will take care of everything as soon as they arrive.
First Response provides immediate on-site service and support from the scene of an accident through the claims and repair process. And it's free to all Bahamas First insured drivers in New Providence, every day for any type of accident. If you drive and want First Response on your side, call 32-FIRST or visit bahamasfirst.com for the name of an authorized Bahamas First agent. First Response can't prevent an accident from happening,
But it can certainly ease your mind when it happens.
So who really own a Nassau container port?
Boss, that's easy. The government.
I do.
I do.
Thank you.
I do.
I do. And one day, he will too.
I do. Knock knock.
Here at the Nassau Container Port, we've diversified our ownership to give hardworking Bahamians a piece of the economic pie. And we'll continue to grow so that we can give you a consistent return on your investment. That's our promise.
Being Bahamian means to me is being humane, understanding the reality of the truth.
I feel more proud when I'm out of the country because like when you see Bahamians anywhere on the planet, whether you're in Europe or Canada or the United States or South America, I don't know, it's this sense of belonging to something, the sense of community.
Well, first and foremost, I can say the historical buildings, number one, that from whence our country came. And now, if you would have looked at these buildings now in a dilapidated state, we need to get more involved in cleaning and protecting our country.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. Just last year, it feels like, but it must have been longer than that. We got introduced to Alive for the first time, and now they're back celebrating 2 years as a company. And of course, their celebrations always coincide with our independence. You know this company because they're so amazing, so full of life. They live up to their name in terms of the caliber of employees that they have and also with the amazing packages they provide. We're going to be talking to them about all of that this morning, and we're very happy to welcome to our studios Corey Seymour, who is an Alive business analyst, Candy Clinton, who is also an Alive business analyst, and Miss Sasha Lightborn, who you know from everywhere. And she's part of that marketing team that is so amazing. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning.
A pleasure to have you guys with us. Sasha, you guys have been celebrating since July began. Talk to me about some of the celebrations that have happened already.
Well, July 2nd would have marked the second anniversary of our company actually being awarded the telecommunications license to operate in the Bahamas.
Okay.
So on Monday, we would have, if you work at Alive or if you know anything about Alive, we do things big. So we had a celebration, not necessarily with the public, but we wanted to ensure that the staff got to celebrate. So throughout the length and breadth of the Bahamas, we celebrated, we provided staff with breakfast and lunch, and then here in New Providence, it would have culminated with an awesome cocktail reception at the Balmoral. And so we just wanted to celebrate, and even at that reception, our CEO, Damian Blackburn, he would have announced that our network is now 4.5G, which is the fastest in the region, the first in the region, so it's actually faster than LTE. So we use that opportunity to make some major announcements, that being the biggest.
Okay, that's excellent, man.
Yes.
Alive is coming to the market, and in 2 years already.
We like to stay on the cutting edge, and we like to be first, and we like to be ahead of the game. You know, we want our customers to understand that, you know, we are here. We are here to stay. It's not just 1 year, 2 years. We are here to stay, and we want them to have the best.
Yeah.
And so that network definitely from Grand Bahama in the north to Inagua in the south, and every single island is now alive. And we did that within the time frame that the government mandated us.
That is excellent, man. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank
Because I
you.
know
Thank
how
you.
hard every team member works.
Yes.
Which makes a lot of sense that you would celebrate with
Yes,
them.
yes.
And I'm going to come back to you, Sasha, and learn some more about how you're celebrating with the general public for independence. But as team members that work with Alive, I'm going to start with you, Candy, because it's summertime. So a lot of us are traveling, and we're happy to know that we are alive from the north to the south.
We
But
are.
can I be alive abroad when I go to Miami to do my little thing? What's happening with the
You
movement?
definitely can. So in March of this year, we launched 3 new data roaming plans for light, moderate, and heavy data users. So we have the Roam 20 plan, which is for $20, and it gives you 250 megabytes of data. We have the Roam 30 plan, which is $30. It gives you a half a gig of data. And we have the Roam 50 plan for the heavy data users, and it gives you a full gig of data.
No VAT.
And no VAT on that.
No VAT.
Those
No
prices
VAT.
were the same when
Okay.
VAT was 7.5%.
Okay,
So
excellent.
we are also doing for the month of July a cashback offer. So anytime you purchase any of those plans, because the plan is data only, normally you would have to top up to make calls.
Right.
You can use that cashback either toward your local plan when you get back or towards your calls when you are abroad.
Okay, excellent. I mean, that's
And
really good
our
opportunity.
plans are not only when you go to Miami to do your little thing. We are in the U.S., Canada, and Digicel Caribbean, which Digicel Caribbean itself is a market of over 26 different countries.
Wow.
So that data roaming plan, if you are traveling The
I go to
Essence,
Jamaica at the end of the year.
the
I can
Essence
make that work.
Festival is this weekend. If you were going to the Essence Festival this weekend and then going to Jamaica within a span of a week, you can use the same plan.
That's excellent, man. Good stuff happening at Alive. And then, you know, I trying to get mommy on board, and you know, sometimes she just get a little concerned about if she's turning on the right thing on her phone. It's my understanding that you guys also have people in the airport now to help you, right?
We do. We did set up in a kiosk or a podium that anytime you are traveling and you do have questions, a lot of people do have questions regarding roaming. When you are actually traveling, you can call 801-ROAM, which will be a free call. But prior to actually departing, we do have angels in the airport that will be able to assist you.
Awesome stuff. And Alive is good, not just for adults, but this year you guys are doing something fun for kids as well.
Yes.
So talk to me about this new program that you're introducing.
Yes, so I don't know if you remember the Making A's Pays last year. It was very successful with our company. So we decided to bring something similar back this year. So for students, grades 3 to 12, if you get 7 A's or more, you will receive a $20 credit from Alive that can be used on any item within the retail stores. And also, if you're in grades 9 to 12, you can get $40 credit to be used at any item in the retail stores. So also, as an extra perk, if you are part of the Schools Plus program, you can get an extra $10 credit. So students can get up to $50 in credit to be used in the retail stores on a plan, device, anything they want to. For the
No, I've been in your retail store the other day. It was lit.
Yeah.
Phone cases are amazing, so let's talk about that. So if any of my cousins watching with these A's want to get their cousin a phone case, this is the perfect time.
Exactly,
And it's also independence. So you guys are running any specials for independence?
Yes, we also have an exciting independence offer to celebrate 45 years of independence. Any Alive customer that makes a purchase of $45 or more is eligible to win one of several prizes. We're not going to disclose what the prizes are yet,
good prizes.
but they are amazing. Like, I'm jealous.
Okay.
Yeah,
but no, Lord. I can't know. I don't know about that life. Now, Sasha, you guys are also one of the lead sponsors for the Icon Awards, a big part of the community celebrations. Outside of the actual plans that you're offering in these specials, how is Alive participating with 45 years in the Bahamas?
I mean, you know, one of the good things about our company is that, you know, our CEO, right from the top to the bottom, it's not just about selling phones, it's not just about selling skins, it's not just about selling plants. We are very community-based driven. And so whether it be Bahamian Icon, it's going to be this year that we're so proud of, you know, we sponsor the Lifetime Achievement Award, so that's really a big deal for us. But we believe in community, and it's not just during independence, but all year round. We're going to get ready to do back to school initiatives. Last year we did so many of them. I think we had like almost 6 different events on the same day. So we try to do as much as we can by any means necessary. And I'm not saying everyone will get sponsorship from our company, but we're trying to assist as many people as we can. And so it's all about being community driven. You know, our motto in the country is forward, upward, onward, together. And we actually took that. And people are going to see that in an ad that we have coming out in the newspapers on Monday. But we, too, adhere to that as a company, forward, upward, onward, together. Without the staff, without the leadership, we can't do what we have to do. And we need to do it all together to make sure the public gets the best possible service, not just with their telephones and their devices and all the other stuff that we offer, but through the community as well, because it's very, very important for us to be a proper corporate citizen.
And you guys have done that. Thank you guys so much for making us alive this morning on Bahamas and Sunrise.
No
It's
problem.
early in the morning, but when you bring the energy, it really makes all the difference. And you guys have done that through Alive. So thanks again for joining us.
Thank you.
You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Shell is taking you on an exciting journey with its summer promotion. Now through September 14th, enter for your chance to win a brand new 2018 Toyota Yaris. Just make a minimum purchase of $20 worth of fuel from any Shell service station in Nassau. Answer the skill question on the entry form and submit. The grand prize will be drawn on September 14th. Other weekly prizes include free fuel vouchers and VIP packages to see Jay-Z and Beyonce live in concert August 31st at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. For more info, visit their Facebook page at Sunoil Bahamas.
How are we making Rev work wonders for you? We are doing it together. You told us what you want, and we've heard you. Want faster broadband? How about speeds up to 1 gigabit per second? Want shorter house calls? 2 hours max. We promise.
Want to take your entertainment anywhere? Well, your RevGo Play app is here. Rev, we've heard you. You speak, we listen. Rev, you and us together.
As a country, I don't think we are as unified as we can be. However, everything goes with progress. Everything goes with time. I think the more we work on it, the better we'll be at being unified.
Oh, the people most definitely. The people are hilarious. And when they're willing to come together, we come together hard and, you know, we support people. So, yeah.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. The 2018-2019 national budget has caused quite a stir with the impact felt far and wide. We're very pleased to be joined by another sector of the Bahamian economy that has been impacted by the national budget. We're joined by Christine Wallace-Whitfield, who is the president of the Bahamas Real Estate Association, and of course a lady who wears many hats. This morning she is writer, she's a supporter of various initiatives, and of course with the Bahamas Real Estate Association. Good morning, Diane Phillips. Welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Good
Happy
morning.
almost independence. Yeah.
That's right, that's right. But let's jump right on into this. You know, one area of note in terms of the change in relation to the real property tax. What exactly was the change and how has it impacted the industry?
Well, if I may, Philip, I think part of the problem with the budget and the way it's been explained to date is we don't actually know what the change is. So there are a lot of stories circulating. I know that Bria is waiting for a meeting, hopefully very soon, with the Minister of Finance, the Honorable Peter Turnquist. We've sought meetings with a number of people. The concern is that if what we're hearing is accurate, and we have researched, we've looked at the amendment, we've looked at the Real Property Tax Act, we've looked at the amendments to the bill, and we've looked at and we've read everything we could read. If what we're hearing is correct, and the $50,000 cap on real property tax is removed for persons living here but not spending 6 months here, the impact will be huge. Yeah. I think it's beyond the pale. We cannot imagine because I've already had over half a dozen emails forwarded to me from people who intend to put their house up for sale. Now that may be an early panic and that may not happen. We're waiting for the dust to settle. But I think there's a lot of clarification that's needed. So the increase from 1% to 2% and the removal of the cap could take someone with a high net worth individual who has a very expensive property, could take him or her from $50,000 a year to $200,000 or $400,000 non-Bahamian. For Bahamian, the impact is negligible.
Well, of course, the elephant in the room has always been the increase of the VAT, you know, the 4.5% increase. Does this impact the real estate market, and how does it do so?
It does, you know, because a lot of people who were buying and who went into contracts before July 1st now have to scramble to look for extra money to pay out. And I think one of the things that we were basically trying to work out with the minister and with the government is to honor some of the, to honor basically all of the contracts that were signed prior to July 1st and be honored.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you can get that meeting real soon because there's quite a bit of uncertainty as to true impact. And, but aside from the real property tax and of course stamp and VAT, are there any other challenges that Bria is facing with this budget?
You know, that's one of our main concerns because that, you know, the stamp duty, as you know, stays at 10%. And you have the VAT now on the legal fees, and then for a seller you have the VAT on the commission. You know, and that's kind of one of the main concerns is basically people trying to decide, you know, how they're going to, you know, where are they going to price point sell their house at, you know, and these things they have to think about and talk about. And I think one of the things, you know, for us to educate our realtors or real estate salespersons is to make sure that you talk to your buyers and your sellers and to make sure and help them to understand the increase.
Yeah, yeah. And it does have an impact, obviously, not just on the bottom lines in terms of persons in the business, but those seeking to purchase.
Well, the idea of a budget is to do two things. In this case, the debt reduction, because we all know that the ratio of debt to GDP is too high, and there's a desire to bring that down. Understand that. We understand the need for additional sources of revenue. But in addition, you have to find a way to spur economic growth.
Right.
Otherwise, you're just turning circles.
Right,
You're saying,
right.
okay, we'll find another way to get a little more revenue, and we'll take a little more money from here, and those people are rich, so then let them pay more. But to spur economic growth, you have to have incentives.
Absolutely.
And our fear is that there are actually disincentives to investment in this.
Yeah.
So that's why we're just eager for a meeting and to talk about how we can create economic growth and dispel some of the uncertainty.
Yeah.
When you've got uncertainty,
Absolutely. Yeah,
people,
everything freezes, everything stops.
it either freezes or it declines.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not positive.
You need investor confidence and consumer confidence. But on a positive note, Bria is actually very busy. I mean, you're introducing a new course on ethics. The association is still moving forward, with its strategic plan for 2018-2019.
Yes, we're very excited. We just had our first course back in March, April, and our first Bahamian instructor, Ms. Patty Birch, who is a past president, and we introduced an ethics course on the Saturday before, the week-long course, and we basically got rave reviews on that. Students are very happy. If you know Patty, she's one of a kind, and she knows the act in and out, and so we were very, very pleased, because it's important. Ethics is very important.
No doubt about it.
I don't think people realize that Bria actually has 700 members.
I was just about to say, I mean, and it's growing. I mean, for persons who are interested in this particular market and becoming agents, I mean, what's the process for that?
Basically, you get a broker to sponsor you, and you've got to do a 3-month apprentice once you pass the salesman's course.
Okay.
And you once you're under that broker, they'll teach you basically the ropes and ins and outs, and also the way to do a contract, how to deal with your buyers and your sellers, and it's all about knowledge.
Well, excellent. Well, thank you very much for joining us this morning on Bahamas at Sunrise. Hopefully you get that meeting very soon with the Minister.
Yes, I hope so too.
Thank
you. Yes.
And also on behalf of the Bahamas Developers Association,
That's right.
that's 6,400 jobs, so we're waiting for that meeting as well. I think it will happen very soon. Thank
You're
you.
watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We've been joined by the President of the Bahamas Real Estate Association, Christine Wallace-Whitfield, and of course, the Diane Phillips, who needs no introduction. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
I always wanted to come back to the College of Bahamas. I wanted to be a faculty. When the opportunity came for me to be Vice President of Operations, I said, well, let me try that first. It makes me proud because I was here before. I feel as if now I'm sort of like a beacon for those students who are here to say, hey, listen, I can actually be a Vice President. I can actually be one of the big leaders at the university. I'm Ronnie Stevenson, and this is my UB.
Apply today at www.ub.edu.bs.
I will give kudos to the men and women of BPL that do work hard. Sometimes when my power goes off, I see the trucks at BPL pulling up immediately to resolve situations. So I give kudos to them. I know they don't get a lot of thanks.
If the bill ain't paid, I could see why it all. Boom.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. We are at the midway point of a very interesting show. We've got a lot more to come, Star.
We certainly do. There's more to come in the second half. We're going to be meeting with those entertainers that I told everybody about. Our culinary team is still with us. And so it's going to continue on to be a fabulous independent show as we celebrate year 45.
Absolutely, and you can't celebrate without Collect, right?
No.
They're also here to talk to us. They've been along for a very long time.
30 years. 30 years of Collect. So
just shaking it.
Just making it happen.
Listen, we got to give another shout out to the balloon people, man. This set is amazing this morning.
It really is beautiful. I told you when I saw upstairs, I said, this is going to be a phenomenal show. And of course, we're rocking the Bahari, so we're making it work. Yeah. We can't get to any more of that second stuff, though, until we take another look at weather. So here he is with our second look, Godfrey Burnside.
Well, I show my national pride by patronizing others so we can help each other build better and have a stronger development in this country. Also, I show my national pride by telling the tales and how our country came up from nothing and we work together as one to achieve where we are today.
Well, in terms of activities, what I would say is mostly just wear the shirt.
I show my national pride from when I was much younger and how I grew up with training from my family. And the people are like what I told you, more sociable, and we communicate with each other better than any other people.
Shell is taking you on an exciting journey with its summer promotion. Now through September 14th, enter for your chance to win a brand new 2018 Toyota Yaris. Just make a minimum purchase of $20 worth of fuel from any Shell service station in Nassau. Answer the skill question on the entry form and submit. The grand prize will be drawn on September 14th. Other weekly prizes include free fuel vouchers and VIP packages to see Jay-Z and Beyonce live in concert August 31st at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. For more info, visit their Facebook page at Sunoil Bahamas.
Hi, I'm Davriel and welcome to Rev Tips, where we answer your most important Rev service questions. Today's question is, how do I set up a Rev My Account? It's super easy. To create a Rev My Account, simply visit www.cablebahamas.com and click the My Account icon. Next, select the Create Account option. Please have a copy of your latest statement on hand. Enter the information as it appears on the statement to the respective areas on the form. When you've finished, click Create Account to continue with the process. Once you've registered your account, you can use your username and password to check your account balance, view past statements, and pay your bill online. And that's your Rev Tip for this week. Thanks for watching, and be sure to join us next time.
Well, I show my national pride by patronizing others so we can help each other build better and have a stronger development in this country. Also, I show my national pride by telling the tales and how our country came up from nothing and we work together as one to achieve where we are today.
Well, in terms of
all day. Thank you so much for staying with us on Bahamas at Sunrise. Well, to win a national competition is an awesome accomplishment, but to be selected at the region's best, well, that takes things to a whole new level. And we told them when they came on last time that only good things happen when you come on Bahamas at Sunrise. We were right again because we've got the 2018 Taste of the Caribbean competition winners here. These gold medal rocking people, you see all these fancy medals around their necks. Hey. We're so happy to have the champions back with us. They got fancy plates and all this time. So we know that they have won. We're welcoming the entire team, especially Jamal Small, who's the Caribbean Chef of the Year, Hazen Roll, who's the Caribbean Junior Chef of the Year, and of course Charlotte knows Thompson, who has to put up with this whole lot. Yes. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning.
I want to get started right away with you, Charlotte. Yeah. You guys won.
I know, right? It feels so good. But we knew we were going to win anyway. You know, the Bahamas, we're just known for good food. Okay. You know, and then of course we took it to another level, on a very sophisticated level. You know.
Okay. And this year, what was the title that you won? Because they hold some fancy gold plates over here. So what is that? What does that mean?
Oh goodness. So right now we are the reigning Caribbean Chef of the Year, which means Jamal is the best chef in the region.
Okay.
Okay. We won the Junior Chef of the Year. We brought that title back home. Hazen is the best chef in the Caribbean.
That's the best line.
The Junior Chef in the Caribbean. Yes. And the overall team, we brought back gold, which means we are on the top.
Okay.
We're on the top.
Okay, so any of these first times wins for us?
Chef of the Year was the first time. We brought home all the other titles, Chef of the Year, Mixologist of the Year, Pastry of the Year, and this is the first year we actually brought, the Bahamas brought back Chef of the Year, and so that means a lot for us because now it means that we held all of the titles.
Wow, that's excellent. That's excellent. And I want to shout out your sponsors again because when you were here last time, you told me it costs a lot of money for you all to go.
A lot of money, of course, absolutely. You know, Bahamas Hotel and Tourism Association, we facilitate the National Culinary Team, and of course, our corporate sponsors buy into it, and so we have to shout out Bahama. They were our biggest sponsors. Shout out to Bahama. They helped us in a really big way. They allow us to take over their kitchen, use their supplies. We just took over at Bahama, so big up to them. Ministry of Tourism, Rev, Alive, thank you, Kasawa Grill. You know,
and mind you, all had some little fancy stuff here last time, and one of those nice beverages.
Blame him. Blame him.
Guy right over here.
You see, they win now and they get a little comfortable. You see?
Listen, it's amazing to have you guys back with us again. Chef Jamal, I want to talk to you because this is the first time we're bringing this title home.
Yes, it is.
And I want you to tell me how it feels, man.
First of all, you know, we got to thank God. All praise to the Most High. Like, we couldn't do nothing without him. This team put him first in everything we did. So, first of all, thank God for the win. It felt I was very, very nervous. I was in the hallway, almost having a panic attack when they called my name. Like, everybody come running in the hallway say, boss, you know you win, right? So I was like, yeah, finally I could breathe.
Okay, that's awesome. So what is the competition like? Is it that you have to like go in there? Is it like chalk that we watch on TV and you see them preparing right in front of it? Or is it more of a sophisticated competition? You prepare your dish, you go in, you show it to the judges. How does the actual competition itself work?
Basically, it's like chopped.
Okay.
But you still go in knowing you can have a game plan of what you can actually do.
Okay.
This year, my plan was take it back to rustic cooking.
Okay.
That was the whole plan because the taste judges were saying that, hey, we're getting too modern, but nobody really doing back home basic cooking. So that was the whole concept that I went with this year.
Okay. And what was the final dish that you prepared?
Well, I made a guava barbecue certified Angus beef. I made some down home pigeon peas and grits.
Okay.
I made a coleslaw, but it basically was warm. I took a concept from the pickles and made a warm coleslaw and made a plantain textures. That was the only molecular thing that I actually did. I did a brulee plantain and then I made a plantain powder.
Okay. He's talking a lot of plantain. That's my language. So I don't hear as long as and he got the steamed gravy.
Yeah, it was just a take on our traditional steam fish and grits.
Okay, and it's all fancy though. See, from molecular in there, you get a little fancy with the words. Okay, and now I also want to talk to you, Hazen, because you are the Caribbean Junior Chef of the Year. How old are you and what school do you attend?
I'm 19 years old and I'm currently attending the University of Bahamas.
Excellent. And what are you going to go into being a pastry chef, or what's your hopes and dreams as far as being a chef?
When I graduate, I really want to go into private cooking, so that's the field I want to deal with.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did it feel to win at 19 to know that, listen, I came here, all these Caribbean countries, walked out for the Bahamas, and I still took the prize home?
I mean, to be honest, I just got to give thanks to God because without him, like he said, we couldn't do it. I just want to thank all the head chefs, all the coordinators like Miss Charlotte, Chef Devin, Senior Larry. And I just want to thank friends and family for the support. It was really humbling, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Man, that's awesome, man. This is one of the best teams. I want you to pass the mic around. I just want everybody to get your names again. Let us know what you do, where you do it at, just in case, one of these days I can afford a private chef of my own. I may just want to remember who I was speaking with, but let us know.
Good morning, Bahamas. Again, happy independence, first of all. My name is Esther Dean, and I am a yacht chef.
Okay.
Hi, good morning, Bahamas. My name is Chef Celeste Smith, and I'm the pastry sous chef at Cafe Madeline at Bahama.
Okay.
Good morning, Bahamas. I'm Chef Owen Bain, the chef and executive chef at Cassava Grill.
And the team leader. And the team captain. Thank you, bringing home the goal.
Yes. Good morning, Chef Mario Adley, team manager and also assistant professor at the University of Bahamas.
All right, Chef Mario. Remember that name well from the University of Bahamas days?
All right. Derek Blackman, mixologist of the team. Blue Note at Bahama.
Good morning, my name is Donovan Moss. I am a cook at Bahama Club at Atlantis.
Okay, Excellent. And Donovan, what was the experience like for you as a cook, being around all of this talent and just getting to learn and watch from them?
Wow, just a great experience to be around amazing people, amazing chefs, you know, great experience.
To George now.
She's promoted to George. Can you give us one name now?
Of course.
All right. So, Charlotte, what do you think the hopes and dreams are for this team next year? What's the next plan, the next goal, the next step for you guys?
Listen, Chef Mario, he's the team manager, so he can piggyback off of this.
Sure.
But we always go to win.
Okay.
You know, they always, when they come, they look for Bahamas because they know we're going to bring it.
Okay.
And so I can only talk about the administrative part of it. Chef Mario, what is your plans for next year?
Well, what we typically do after taste, we take a breather.
Okay.
And then we meet back, the management, the beginning of the year, to plot out how we're going to approach this. Once we get a game plan together, then we bring the guys in. We explain to them what our goals are for the year. And we take it from there. We're in the kitchen every Thursday. Well, depending on availability, and we go from there. You know, sometimes those are some mashup sessions.
Yeah.
You know, but we realize, you know, you can't get your feelings right.
No.
We're looking for
I
gold.
mean, if you're looking to be the best, this is what it takes,
that's
right?
what it takes,
Now,
yes.
Chef Mario, we may have some people that are watching that are cooks themselves or young budding chefs.
Yeah.
If they wanted to get involved with the team or get involved with working with you, how do they reach out to even just get this mentorship and to be a part of this camaraderie that you guys have as a group?
Okay. Well, seeing that our coordinators from BHTA, they can reach out to Ms. Charlotte Knowles at BHTA to get all the details as far as when we're practicing. And then, because we've taken on apprentices from UB who expressed interest in competition and wanted to learn more about it, and they came in weekly during our practices, and they were exposed to you know, the talent of all these great, amazing chefs around the table. And so you know, there are spots available for those persons who want to come in and be exposed to it.
Okay, all right. And I want to take that mic 1 second. And I just want to find out from you, Mr. Team Captain, how did it feel to just bring home the goal and to see the team do as well as they did?
Well, working with the team as team captain this year, it was an exciting experience to actually work with these industry innovative professionals. We are a wild and crazy bunch, and this is a brand new team. So getting that cohesion and that synergy together was our main focus. We actually had chances to do teamwork, team building exercise outside of the kitchen and working inside of the kitchen. So that back with each other, I think we did a great job.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of y'all, man. Y'all ain't bring me no food this time, but I can let it ride. It's independence. Y'all won. Y'all can take a break.
Yes.
I give y'all that
Thank
permission.
you.
I want you to just pass this mic to this lovely lady
Yes.
here.
Yes.
You the only female on the team.
Yes.
That's the best.
Celeste the best, eh? I
Yes.
like that, man. That's a good name. So Celeste, how did it feel to go to this competition, to participate as you did, and then to be the only female member, along with, you know, Charlotte, she's honorary cook. How does it feel to be the only female on the team?
You know, I like it, you know, representing girl power. And at the same time, I look at each and every one of these guys as my older brothers or younger brothers. So, you know, seeing that way we all work together as a team. We have our little, you know, nicks and crannies, but all in all, we're perfect together.
Right.
And being my first time is my first time participating in the competition. So it was a great experience for me. I got silver and as pastry chef of the year. So all in all, it's a great experience, and I encourage anyone budding pastry chefs to look into the opportunity to become successful.
Awesome. Well, listen, congratulations to all of you guys. So proud of you. Next time, you're going to take me, man, Charlotte. I'm going to come off the camera. We'll talk about it off air. But you are looking at our outstanding team, our gold award-winning team, Chef of the Year in the Caribbean region, Junior Chef of the Year in the Caribbean region, all because they came on Bahamas at sunrise. I'm just saying. We're going to be back with more after this commercial break.
This segment was brought to you by the Nassau Island Promotion Board.
Since 1967, Focal has been a vital part of the Grand Bahama community, providing high-quality products and great customer service. Today, we continue to work hard and remain focused on fueling growth for people throughout the Bahamas.
Oh, okay, it's better in the Bahamas when you don't have a job, you understand? But it's better in the Bahamas because we have our nice beaches, we have cuisines that we can eat. And hey, if you want a belly full, just come down to the Bahamas, you know?
I hear that because the Bahamas always live to be humane. Yes.
Well, the term is better in the Bahamas makes me think about, well, we think that we have it bad in the Bahamas, but when you compare it to other places, we still have it fairly good.
This segment was brought to you by Focal.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. Star, you're not the only person in the house having a good time. We are joined this morning once again by Victor Johnson
Good
and
morning,
the
good morning.
Mavs Festival Band. Welcome back, man.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, you brought some friends, eh?
I did.
Yeah,
A few friends.
Who do you have with you today?
This is actually our Mavs Festival Band featuring Mr. Carrington McKinsey this morning.
No stranger to Bahamas at Sunrise.
None.
Yeah. And introduce the other guys, man.
Oh, yeah. So our keyboard player, Roy Burrows, our drummer, Mr. Ian Davis, and our bass man, Mr. Marvin Smith.
Yeah, they're being quiet now, but before we started this segment, they were having...
We can make some noise. We're still going to make some noise.
So how long has this band been in existence?
This band actually just formed because, you know, the organization, we have a festival every year on Pompey Square featuring young up-and-coming talent.
Yeah.
And we allow these people to work with industry professionals, right?
Mhm.
From the sound crew to the musicians that back them. But this year we actually decided to have some young up-and-coming musicians
Very
work
talented,
along,
eh?
right?
Very talented.
So these are the people that were selected from our process, and we're so honored to have them there this morning.
Well, listen, we're honored to have you here this morning as a second edition of our summer entertainment series here on Bahamas at Sunrise. What songs are you going to play?
Well, I mean, we'll leave a surprise. You know?
All right. Well, listen, I'm going to dip on out and let you do your thing.
The Mavs Festival Band.
Hey, listen to everybody, let me tell you something. It's time to change the way you move. You don't have to worry or even say you're sorry when you hear the junk and new. If you feel the rhythm of the new sensation, makes you want to get up and dance. Shake your body like you're crazy. Jump around and kill like you're mad. Dance, shake, jump, wine, groove, groove, right on time. Dance, shake, jump, jump and wine. Everybody, join the party. See, that's what Junker News about. If you see your neighbor or your pastor's daughter dancing like they out of control, even if your auntie looking very happy, don't look strange, that's the way Junkanoo goes. The rhythm of Junkanoo, it's supposed to make you move. Don't look strange, care on bad. Shake your body like you're crazy. Jump around and go like you're mad. Dance, shake, jump, wine, move, groove, right on time. sorry when you hear the Junkanoo. If you feel the rhythm of the new sensation, makes you want to get up and dance. Shake your body like you're crazy. Jump around and carry on like you're mad. Dance, shake, jump, whine, move, groove, twist, right on time. Dance, shake, jump, jump and whine. Everybody, join the party. See, that's what Junkanoo's about. Dance, shake, jump, whine, move, groove, twist, right on time. Dance, shake, jump, jump and whine. Everybody, join the party. See, that's what Junkanoo's about.
That's what Junkanoo is about. That's what Bahamas at Sunrise is all about, celebrating our 45th independence. Thank you so much to Mav Showcase and, of course, to Carrington. Awesome job, as always, guys. We're so grateful that you joined us on the show.
I always feel so talentless.
I know, right?
I can't cook. I can't.
You can't do all those things, but you could bring them on and show them to other people.
Absolutely.
So we can do that.
Yeah.
Guys, make it a wonderful weekend and a happy independence.
Happy Independence.
We'll be back on Monday.
We will be back on Monday, 212, 6:30 a.m.
See you later.
All right.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
man.
man.
Y'all walking out, man.